It is another beautiful day. Guess where we're going? Any guesses? You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag. Well, another day of adventures. This is Brittany. Brittany and I went to school together. Where are we?
Binkley and Hurst Lidditz.
In Lidditz. So, picking up some parts for myself. And we might as well tour around. Brittany said I could take something for free. So
Sure.
we're gonna go look at a planter or something.
Yeah, free 99.
Maybe a mix wagon. Maybe a service truck. That won't be noticeable. Some tires. That is an old planter. Double frame. A lot of dry fertilizer.
That's what people trade in because they want liquid when they trade in their dry.
So, starter fertilizer can be liquid or dry. So this is dry. They got the hoppers. The tanks, that's liquid. It's just preference and what you think works better and availability. So what do you do here, Brittany?
I work in precision farming and anything else that you could probably think of.
So GPS, planter parts, more GPS. It's kind of a big deal here, they tell me. That's a slick planter. A lot of Kinseys and Monisons and some Deers.
We did have a couple Monison hybrids, but they sold them. Where they would be
Kinsey frame and Monison planter. Monison's more like precision for vegetables. Frank has a few Monisons. 16 row twin row. So you can plant 15-inch beans or 15-inch corn, I guess. That plant 15-inch corn.
Yeah, depending on where you're at. Also, maybe it's consignment because it's here instead of over on the other lot. I'm not sure. Hey.
What was the buggy we saw run out at Miller's?
15?
A 15?
1300, I think.
It's still a big buggy there.
We saw a couple of them here.
I could live in here. Just a grain buggy that moves grain from the combine to the trucks waiting. Keeps efficiency up. If you go back and you haven't watched it, WI Miller and Sons in Ohio a few months ago, we went and watched them run. They had big buggy, which was cool. Row gator with nothing on it. So there was a hopper back there that could go on it, or fertilizer, either fertilizer or sprayer. But you sell many true speed planters yet?
We have this one. There's one in the shop that's getting set up. I think there's a third one, and they're all sold.
So what that is, you might have heard, if you're not an ag person, high-speed planters are the new thing to keep your planter same size but plant more acres. So they can plant 9 miles an hour and be at 99% accuracy.
But the thing is, I mean, it's a good concept, but on the East Coast we have way too many rocks for that. You'll eat up.
You mean rocks are bad to hit with a planter?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, not
All we
to
have is
compare
rocky
and
ground. Yeah.
Want to replace your opener blades all the time.
Well, out west, where you can run, you get into a field that's 500, 1,000 acres, and it takes a while to plant it. But if you can run 9, 10 miles an hour compared to when I'm planting, I'm at like 4.5, 5. You can get a lot more done. Seed goes in, so it's all on air or vacuum. Those are meters, go out. As you see, you can follow them down. So here's one here. And then you got your unit that actually picks it up and guides it down in the trough. So on the high-speed planters, they actually grab the seed and hold it longer. When it drops down in here, you see a motor. It's got a whole mechanism that keeps the seed. A planter like mine, the downside to that is if you go fast, too fast, those seeds get too close together and then don't grow. So in a normal planter, it just drops down the tube and it's there. High-speed planter, it's got a whole mechanism that holds it and puts it there. And then on the front, you got your liquid. You got all your downforce, row openers, row cleaners that keep rocks, debris, everything. And you got your closing wheels that close the trench back up, and they're putting fertilizer in the furrow. And then they're also putting fertilizer out the back. That common they put fertilizer out the back? Just on top?
That is actually very common. Very, very.
Up by us, it's more, it seems 2 plus 2.
Everybody's different depending on what they want to do, but it's usually starter in the row and then this out back. And it all depends on if you're no-tilling or stuff. What your practice is.
What's that line? Any ideas?
It's a nozzle for the starter. Comes down. Like comes down here. The blue line.
Oh, that's the fitting there. So the screen's in there and stuff. So that's just the fertilizer.
So it's easy to access to clean them.
Dang. We could really use this as a demo, you know.
Yeah.
If you can help us out, like the
Will
viewer.
this even fit in your field?
This would. We might have some fields where we open it up and we do one round and we're done. Take longer to unfold it than it does to plant it. And then balers. Bale bearing.
There's quite a market for them here. I think they're out. Till next year, I think.
Really?
Or sold units, yeah.
So takes little square bales, jams them in there, makes a square. 21 bales, 27?
There's
Different sizes?
yeah.
And then makes a big square of them, so less handling. You treat them like big square bales, which make life easier.
But you get good money for them because horse people like them.
At $9 a bale, but they're in a big handle. So we'll actually go see one. I don't think we'll see it in working order because it will be too soon, but when we go get seed, we'll take a tour down at Pleasant View Farms, the Lipton family. They're on their second one in 3 years? 4 years? Something like that. Gale and Case. Oh yeah. I bet that's a sweet little telehandler.
Yeah.
And Massey's. You can't sell fence here, but in Maryland, Binkley and Hurst has a contract.
And Virginia.
In Virginia. But you have the Massey and the...
We had Challenger before they discontinued it.
Yeah.
So Massey, and we can sell Magnums and Pumas and Masters.
Oh, okay.
I have a card at my desk that's yours. And the rest is in the box.
Perfect. Cedars, well, for cover crop. Runs on air, blows it out, works it in a little bit. 2 of them. My plan's to build something like this. We have one of those, and well, it's a bigger one for fertilizer. That's the plan. Make something like this. Then you do your 1 pass and you're done. This one's brand new. That one's got some use. Ooh, bunk rake. There's somebody with an 8640 or an 8630 that put a bunk rake on the front of it. Instead of using a bucket, you use this. You grab the pile of feed. This pushes out. Actually, Lucas at Valley Side, they have it on their fence. They got one. Works pretty slick, especially in grass. Nice even. Floater trucks, sprayers, fertilizer spreaders, and a gleaner. Colburn's a big gleaner guy. Gleaners, you can harvest your crops and spread your cover crop all at the same time. Not true. I mean, and there's that much waste coming out of the back that is usable. You sell many of them? Who has it now? No one?
No, honestly, the only reason we got rid of it is because of the Rogator contract.
Yeah. Which Rogator's AGCO anyways, right?
Yeah. Relax.
That's why Yanko's on a leash. The mini loader. Jake buy his Gale from you?
Yeah.
The mini loader they got?
Yep.
Fertilizer spreader, but with a boom. Look at this thing.
Jake really likes it as far as I
He
know.
tells me he really likes it. I would be pretty claustrophobic in that. Be like, not even a comfy seat. At least it's got air ride, but I love our mini loader. So all that goes on in here between these 2 shops is putting planters together, working on planters.
And some mixers, but yeah. mainly planters, yeah.
How many people work over here?
In this shop, including the people in the office, 7.
7 people.
Sometimes mixers, but this is
Only planters.
like Go get him, go get Andy. He likes dogs. Go get him. Chris isn't a customer. He was my, well, he is, but he was my roommate.
I'm not. I
He
get
is
parts
my
for
roommate.
free?
Yeah. Here, this is yours.
What is it?
This is part of your order that wasn't in the.
I should
and
have
that's
2 of
your
these.
invoice. Yeah, I know. The other one's in the box.
That's all we came for.
And that's your invoice. See, these are my tractors. Probably the best.
I guess that's how they ship them, on their side. You got a set of tires, steps. Oh, it's a single axle. It's like that one. Gearbox. Neat. Eight row. Lift and rotate. This is exactly what I need in my life at some point. But, yeah. Can't justify one right now. So we're gonna hammer out the 4-row this year. 100 and... What are you doing? 160 acres or something? Maybe 65? This is close to the one that I ran in New Zealand, a little smaller. One in New Zealand, I could fit 50,000 pounds in it, which was crazy. Took some horsepower. Then they got a self-propelled one, which is sweet. So you don't need to load it. You don't need a skid steer or anything. It all loads in the front by itself. Let's go into Shanker. Came in through Baltimore. Shanker? Is that? Yeah, that looks right. So the front defaces, cuts everything. Then it goes up this belt. And it gets loaded in the mixer. Then it mixes, and then you got your belt that comes out. Pretty wild. Very expensive, but if you mix feed all day, that's a lot of comfort. Massey balers, Massey mowers, Massey baler on a Fendt. $7130. Great. That's an 822, so 220 horsepower, complete unit. Someday, but I'd like I think a 724 or 722 would work better. Smaller frame, same horsepower, you can weight them nicely. It's the goals. The Binkley and Hurst truck. We passed this yesterday with a load. Very sharp. They're washing, they're dynoing, so what Colburn has got another one of this video, or these last videos here, and what he had one and he came out and dynoed. That's what they're doing right now. Pennsylvania, it seems more common that they dyno tractors before they sell them or after they work on them. One, to break them in, and then two, to give you a general idea. So there's a dyno in the building. We backed the tractor up to it, and he's gonna load it up and see what it gets to. 706, 4690. So you can hear that he brought it down some. So pretty much a dyno, it puts a load on the tractor and it brings it to a certain RPM, and then you compare that RPM and the load to what that makes for that horsepower. So I think that's, I don't know my Challenger numbers, but I'd say 250, 300 horse tractor. Monison planter, a lot of sprayers and fertilizer sprayers. Southern States, that's a co-op. It is an absolutely beautiful day to get some parts. So I had ended up getting chisel plow parts from Brittany, and I told her I'd be down. And I didn't expect my truck to blow up, so that's why But we're getting ready, and we're making that 7 shank into a 9 shank. So that's the first bracket. They got the rest of the parts they're gonna bring to me. We'll load them up with this dyno here and call it good. Perfect. We got all sorts of stuff going on. Chisel plow parts though. Brittany's got the hook up.
Always.
Now we're gonna be a 9 shank. There is somebody floating around saying that they pull 20 shank 4-inch, which these are the 4-inch shovels with a 4440. And I have commented on that one. That 4440 must be really going, or you're not putting it in the ground. But it's 9 shanks is gonna take a lot of the power out of the 7520. So, but it will be good. Plus manure ground's pretty challenging. Did get a hitch since that broke off last year. So that side broke off last year. So we're gonna switch that so we're all good.
You have Chris's.
We're gonna head on down the road. Appreciate Brittany giving us a tour around
Anytime.
Binkley and Hurst and Lidditz. Lidditz?
Yep.
So,
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Alrighty, let's get going. Ended up finishing up this video at this stop. More to come. A lot more of everything to come. One more video of being in Pennsylvania for this trip. What else we got going on? I do know, or I did realize that the new GoPro 9, the audio is not as good as I'd like it to be in the long distance when I'm recording. I do know that. A lot of this stuff was already filmed. So, working on that. Appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys are enjoying some of this content. Spring is definitely here. A lot of things going on. A lot of footage for you guys. Some good, some bad. A lot of action. So, if you haven't done so, slide on over, like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next video.